Ooh. Welcome to the Honest Wargamer. We're your hosts, Ron and Dayton of the Honest Wargamer, with the duo with the Muo. Hey, Dayton, happy Easter to you, sir.
Hey, if we're gonna mess up your name, let's do mine. Dayton. I get Dayton a lot. Or Dalton. Okay. That's a good one too. Love you, buddy. What's going on?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, not a lot. Very excited. Excited about today. We're going to be looking at the Cursed City Warscrolls. We're going to talk about some general gossip. I get to hang out with you for an hour. The Twitch chat, who I love. I was thinking about the Twitch chat yesterday. I've been thinking about them a lot over the past week, and I really do feel, mainly because I've been watching YouTube clips of Game of Thrones. And I was like, which house would the Honest Wargamer chat belong to? And it's just the free folk of the North. That's what they are. They won't bend the knee to no one. And I was like, that's 100% who the Honest Wargamer chat are. So welcome to the free folk.
Who are the ones that live in the swamp and will ally with themselves with anyone that shows up with an army? That's the viewers.
That's a different crew. I don't know who they are. Yeah,
they're the ones that gave me that list last week. Those are those ones.
Yeah. Hello, everyone in the chat. Pete, Mega Sockbert, DJ Batman. Oh, DJ Batman, I hope you're well. Matt Readiness, Diadrin, Gitley. Yes, let's go. Let's go on. Dayton, how are you? Are you well? We didn't see you last week, unfortunately, for the STL show, which is always super fun. You been okay? What's been going on?
Yeah, it's really good. Actually, just one moment here. Let me see if I can. I was a little late getting up, so I'm going to go ahead and pre-order my Warhammer Quest Cursed City. Return to Cursed City. Let me just see here. And yep. Everything's sold up. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Did you actually get a copy? Okay. Did you order a copy?
I'm actually going to try to get one off my local.
Okay.
He has assured me that they have many.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So they think they're going to get some copies.
He's got 3 storefronts, so I think he kind of screws the system a little bit.
Clever. That's really clever. Just open 3 stores, but really you're just one store.
Yeah, you're one product. Yeah, you're one warehouse. So, gotta do what you can against GW, man.
That's a clever idea. You do have to do what you can do. So I guess probably first topic we should cover is the fact that although it's tale as old as time, Games Workshop sold out of Cursed City, I think within like 40 or so minutes yesterday. Like a lot of numbers being bandied around about the number of units sold. The limited edition key, thanks to Colonel Cabbage for doing some due diligence, like 6,000 or so keys on that kind of like copy, so they must have done that many units. A successful day for Games Workshop, and generally I feel like I didn't see too much bleating online. I feel like anyone who really wanted a copy maybe got a copy. Not really sure. You got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was a great day for eBay. You're right. That is. I'm looking it up right now.
You see pre-order keys are on eBay for more than the game cost. I have, which I find quite amusing, but I guess it's a limited edition thing that they made. And so they're never going to make them again. So I guess it's a thing if you want to put up.
If I want the cards, I got to spend $286.
Really? Flippity flip. Flippadelphia is what I'm going to say. You see, yeah, I saw that, DJ Batman. People know they can wait. That's true. Lol, they had to delete their pre-order video due to dislikes. Really? Okay, that's fun. Seems a bold marketing strategy to give out dozens of copies of folks to review of product. I can't buy. Someone shipping 6,000 keys would normally be in big trouble with the authorities, as I checked. Agreed. People asking £50 for individual models. Have most people not received their Broken Realm tech list? I'm not sure about that winner, Dave. I don't know. And also hi to Speckles. I mean, I don't really want to deep dive into the whole people get stuff. You seemed a bit concerned about it yesterday, did you? Or were you concerned about something yesterday?
Nah, I knew it was going to happen. I did, to be fair, I was in 15 minutes after it pre-opened, and I could have grabbed a copy if I wanted.
Okay.
But I'm putting faith in my local, and I want them to have my money, not GW, which GW gets. But yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like on Twitter yesterday, the best tweet I saw was actually your good lady's tweet. Best tweet I've seen.
You know what that started?
Twitter. Yeah.
I had to like confront her. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, who is this woman? And she's like, well, you're flaunting that you have more viewers. There are more viewers than me now. So she had to reach deep and start throwing out some trash. It was good.
It was some good trash. Do you remember what the tweet was? Like the specific wording, because it was great.
I mean, she's my wife, so I
No.
should be able to just look it up.
If I'm honest with you, while Dayton looks it up, talking about the fact it was going to sell out was the most obvious thing ever. I don't think it's a surprise to anyone. Did local gaming scores get enough? I don't know. Like a Games Workshop taking like their money off them. Like, I mean, I feel like it's not the best business model anyway to just resell another company's products for a lower market cap. Like, I mean, bold of me to say that, I know, but like, whatever. Like, if local gaming stores aren't really buying 3D printers at this point and becoming their own little mini producers, I feel they're on the slippy end of not really working out where the businesses are going.
I'm in the process of pumping out some minis for Darren.
Oh, nice! What some
little halfling dudes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I don't want to show them on screen. I don't want to give it away. I want it to be like a big reveal for him. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes. At Rocksteezy dropped out to dry brush everything and talk shit about GW. Feels like the fake it till you make it of Warhammer. And then she followed it up actually with a better one too. We'll also be calling my dice rolls with an aggressive amount of false confidence until further notice.
That's how you Warhammer. That's how you Warhammer. You aggressively call out your dice rolls, and if it goes wrong, you're fine. She is on it. Hey, Cold Shoulder, what's going on? She has figured it out, definitely. Yeah, I'm not too bothered about the whole release. Content creators getting it ahead of time, give a fuck. They already do, so who cares? Like, I mean, like a bad. Who cares? Like,
I can't wait for GW to say, you know what, you can have a copy. Just give us pre-order money now, and you'll get your copy in Christmas.
What for?
It's a great plan.
Yeah.
It's like they're doing Kickstarter.
A release date on. Is there a release date on the actual Curse City?
It'll be next week then.
Oh, okay.
It'd be Friday. Yeah. I think the local FLGs they get it Monday or Tuesday. I want to say. I think they're getting a little earlier. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell when you go look up Curse City on any social media platform, and it's just everyone has a box. So.
Yeah, I get that. Hamfan says, not going to lie, I missed out on Curse City, so I'm pretty cheesed off. I understand that. I do. Like, if you missed out on a copy, I mean, the only thing I can say is, like, it was the most, like, likely to occur thing ever. Like, it's not new. Like, and I feel the frustration you've got, but, like, I mean, come on. Like...
come on.
Come on. Right. Also, Alfred Windrunner, who I went and raided the other day. Lovely lady. The pre-order sold out. The pre-order sold out so fast. It did. But like, again, who gives a fuck? If you didn't get if you weren't that keen to like queue up ready at 10 a.m., then maybe you just wait or whatever. Or like there'll be a bunch of people flogging them like cheaper at some point. Wait a year and there'll be copies everywhere because this is how it works. Everyone has bought it because of fear of missing out, and then no one is going to fucking play it, and then in a year's time, people are like, do you know what? Do you want my copy of Curse City for like £4? And people are like, yes, because I want to get it out of my house, because I'm going to buy the next fucking thing that I'm never going to play. Welcome to the show.
The FOMO is real, though. I don't feel like Blackstone Fortress sold out this way. But
I did. No, it didn't sell out. It didn't sell out like this. But it also
NA
was...
for the new viewers, I present the spoons.
There you go.
For any of your new viewers, that's my spoons.
I managed to get a box, says Cold Shoulder. Can't wait to play it with my husband and friends. The Death of Warscroll, a little strange. Not a huge fan that you need to take Radical in his bodies for 6. Okay, we're going to talk about that today. That's what we're going to be talking about today. But Lime Guy says very, very nice spoons. So getting some compliments there. Also, nice onesie. You look great.
Thank you. Also, my wife bought me for my birthday.
Oh, comfy
the
chair.
Secret Labs chair. I know. I should just start Twitch streaming video games now.
Yeah, you should.
There.
You should. I'd listen. I'd listen in.
It's really good. Honestly, it's a really nice chair.
I'm
for
not
a man who just turned 40, I need to sit better.
I don't have any chair. I'm all mobile. I can just move wherever I want. I'm just hostile behind here.
Those gorgeous headsets.
Yeah, the headsets help. That's what they're there for. So there's one other bit of news, Dayton, before we move on. Two bits of news actually. First one is it seems the Mechanicum, that's right, 40k news. The Mechanicum Warscrolls or data sheets have leaked the build instructions, and my dragoons, if anyone doesn't know, I'm a bit of a Sindonian dragoon lover, seem to have gone up a little bit. They got +1 armor save, an extra attack. Maybe still not good enough to be viable in the game, but better. So we'll see where that takes them.
What's with you and Forge World only factions?
Mechanic. This is 100% all plastic. Citadel. How dare you?
Okay. Do you also buy like rats and guinea pigs and stuff because you just don't want like the long relationships?
That really. Somehow we've managed to understand
Happy
that
Easter,
we've been able to understand that my Warhammer purchasing is very similar to my personal love life. Somehow you've managed to break me emotionally in one sentence, and I've worked it all out. And now I see the life before me, and it's dark. Sorry, Major Sockbert. I'm sorry I got it wrong. And yeah, so it looks like also big. I know Tom's in the chat, and we'll be talking about it later. What the hell is it called? The Sulphur Hounds have got not as many wounds, and there is big 35 like brick Sulphur Hound things. So the fact that it's out means that we'll be getting the Mechanicum Codex soon, so that's exciting. Very much looking forward to that. The other piece of news is that the Croak Warscroll has also sold out. Or no, not Croak Warscroll. Croak has sold out at least in the UK, might still be available in Australia. So do you think, because Croak is Finecast, and because he seems unnerfable, undestroyable, you cannot bring Croak down, they won't change his points, and instead they're just going to delete him out of the game? How do you feel about that, Dayan?
I would love it. Like, even a slant is really good. Yeah, Croak is no longer available in Canada either.
Oh, really?
Awesome. Yeah. I have one if anyone needs one.
Oh, dear.
So the price of Curse City on eBay.
I wonder if they're just getting rid of him. I hope not, because I think he's my favorite character from Warhammer Fantasy Battle. I like his I like his narrative. I'm not talking about the rules. This time I'm not saying narrative as kind of a jokey poke at rules. I genuinely like his story, or I liked his story in Warhammer Fantasy Battle anyway. Because he's got the best story. Do you know this story from Warhammer Fantasy Battle?
That he died, but he won't let go?
So his temple was attacked by demons, and at the moment of being overran and slain, so he was slain, but he was such a belligerent dickhead.
He's slain.
Yeah, nice. He was slammed. He was so full of petty hate that he just stuck around, and he was like, cool, I'm going to just keep murdering you all. And then he just stayed, even though he was dead, and he was just like murdering folk. And then the old world got destroyed, and he protected the whole thing from a comet landing, and then he somehow still managed to like escape on a spaceship and land in the new world. He's perfect, I think. Like, he's just aggressively angry all the time.
So he's like basically like those old billionaires that just won't die and let go.
Yeah. He's literally too salty to die. That's exactly what it is.
That's great.
Yeah.
But no, I feel losing name characters out would be a loss. I know I like people like to be able to forge their own narrative and create their own heroes and stuff, but I do like the name characters in the game.
Agreed.
And that's why I like Flesh Eater Court so much, because they have so many.
Guys, Croaky's going to come back. It's Easter. Dead guys always come back at Easter. Nice.
Oh, maybe.
Nice. 3 days. We just got to wait. Rob, are you going to do an episode on the Texas Broken Realms narrative? Maybe, but that won't be tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we will be doing all of the Nurgle stuff and all the other stuff that wasn't the Rumineth Rue Lords. So if that helps you guys out.
I think we're going to be playing our games at some point, too. The matchups have been done.
Yeah. So just to keep you guys updated on the Intercontinental Honest Wargamer co-host SmackDown tournament, which is, I would like everyone to know that is teams of two playing, World Series. It's teams of two playing in a blind draw matchup Colonel Cabbages and Pete are organising it. The first pairing is done. Bud is playing against Nathan, and they're playing 2008's Relocation Orb. 2018, sorry, Relocation Orb.
This is the World Series is if you went to pick your athletes down the back alley, and just found people behind the dumpster. That would be this kind of World Series talent. So.
Yeah. And then you didn't in any way take them to the Olympics. You just put them in a pit with not even knives, like wiffle bats, just to try and
At least my list is full of wiffle bats. I think there's a couple lists that are gonna just hammer the crap out of us.
Wait, apparently I'm playing Owen. Am I playing Owen? Oh my god, amazing! I think I'm playing Owen. I'm not sure if that's the case. But
chaos on chaos.
I'm either playing Owen or James with my terrible Slanesh list, which apparently, according to Listbot, is the worst list in the event. So I don't know what to say. But anyway, that's going to be really fun.
I'll trade you 3 Ragnarok spiders.
Can we trade lists? Let's try. Let's try that at some point. Anyway, more on that later. We'll do an actual show on that with some information instead of some half-heard whispers. But it's more fun for you guys to kind of know what's happening because you actually know more than the actual hosts, which is fun. Let's look at these Warscroll, shall we? Let's do that. Oh, thank you to Mr. Bunker Monkey.
Hams fan.
Hams fan. Thank you very much for gifting the gift subscriptions. That's very lovely of you. If I hear about Curse City, I'll let you know. That's really nice. That's so lovely of you. Should we look at these Warscrolls?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's pretend like they're really good, and that's why people are buying the game.
All right, well, we could just TLDR. They're all pretty rubbish. Yeah. Get it out of the way, and then we could look. And I guess probably let's top line that, Dayton. They're all like meh, rubbish. Isn't that what we really want from like a limited edition like box that's really expensive to get? You don't want
for sure. It's like King Kong versus Godzilla. You know it's going to be crap, but you're still going to get into it anyways.
It's true. That's very true. Although, yeah.
Giant monkey versus a friggin'
says, I played against Slanesh yesterday, and it really surprised me. It was much worse than I thought it was. That sentence surprised me, because that isn't where I thought that was going.
Our Patap tournament just rounded up, and one of the guys ran like a fairly competitive Slanesh list, trying to harvest the damage or the DP depravity points, and he went 0-3. I feel bad. Good guy. Really wants that list to work, but yeah.
Right, okay. Right, let's look at these Warscrolls. So, Captain Amelda Braskov, once a beloved commander of Ulfan Khan's military, Captain Amelda Braskov is filled with an inner steel and cold determination to bring the vile vampires that rule the city to justice. So, move 5 inches, 5 wounds with a 3-up save. 3-up save's pretty good. I'd say that. That's pretty good. 3 attacks in combat, 3 threes, or into D3 damage. Now, she is an Ulfan Khan hero. She's also Cities of Sigmar, but she's got the Denizen of Ulfan Khan rule, which is Ulfan Khan is a city keyword. It means that model cannot gain another city keyword if it includes Cities of Sigmar army. See the Strongholds of Order. So you can put it into like a Halahart, or put her into a Halahart list, let's say, but she won't gain any of the bonuses of that. So... interesting. She has got the unmodified hit roll for an attack by melee by Dawnlight. Her sword is a 6. It inflicts a mortal wound, and while this model is within 3 inches of any units, do not take battleshot tests for friendly units wholly within 9 inches. Oof. So pretty bare.
I mean, her sword is bigger damage than a club of a Gargant, so that's good.
Yeah, so she's like 100 or 110 points or something. They're all in like the 100-point category, basically. Do we think we'll eventually get city rules for Ulfan Khan? Now, that would be really cool if we ended up with some Ulfan Khan city rules. I could see that happening. Dayton, what do you think?
I don't know. That went over my head. What?
So, like, you know how Cities of Sigmar, you've got Halahar and you've got Living City, etc. Do you think?
And every Broken Realms that comes out, you get a couple more cities. Yep.
Yeah. Do you think we'll get an Ulfan Khan city?
I don't know the history behind it. Are you just talking about the game itself, or what? Like Curse City?
In Age of Sigmar.
Yeah. So what would it be made of? Like just all witch hunters?
Free guild, surely.
Yep.
Maybe it'll be
Crossbowman.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
some of these scopes are a clear indication of where we're going to see like a new Free Cities release at some point, right? That'll be.
You know what I would really like? I would like legend units of renown. Like you spend more points, but you can only have one. But say like your free guild swordsman or something, they could be like legendary. These are the ones that went around with Captain Amelda, and you pay like double cost on them, but they have extra rules in additions.
Okay.
Or something like that, right? That'd be really cool. And you can paint them like a different color on your field, so you can, or you can even just do a totally different scheme at all, just to make them stand out even more. I think that'd be neat.
That'd be really cool. I think I was able. I think one of the things that is interesting about these Warscrolls is they're a little bit of an indication that they might be the Warscrolls that we get, or the same writer might be writing the Gravelord's book, which is a little disappointing for me as someone who really wants to get into the Gravelord's book, because it feels like it might be the bin guy, but we can but dream. We can but dream. So that's Captain Amelda.
He's due. He's due for a book, right?
He's due a book. Well, he's done the Slash book recently. Yeah. And he did the Gargant, so he's been fairly busy. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's probably going to be the Gravelord.
He was given the day off for the Lumineth Realm Lords.
He didn't see that at all.
He gets a lot of vacation time, that guy.
Owen says, I can't see them doing that as it's all undead unless the heroes purge the city and a new society is formed. Good point. Talking about Ulfran Khan as a city. So maybe there'll be a city nearby it or something, but yeah. So Yelson Darok, 5 wounds with a 5-up save. Bad start for him, but gorgeous model. He's got Judgment, which is bow attack, 18-inch range, 1 attack, hits on a 3. If an attack made by Judgment scores a hit, the attack sequence ends and you roll a dice. If the roll is at least double the target's unit's wound characteristic, one model from that unit is slain. After all of this model's attacks have been resolved, if the roll is less than double the target's, it's definitely the fucking bin guy who's written this book. Holy shit.
What vampire has 2 wounds? What is he slaying? Is he just slaying the rats? But when the big boss shows up, he's like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah.
Be back there. I'm going to tend these rat traps.
Apparently everyone wants to talk about my double flannel problem. I don't know what that's about. Like, I was wearing double flannel yesterday, and apparently that's an issue.
That's fine. No.
Yeah.
Like, come to Canada. What are you talking about?
What
are you talking about?
That's what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I want you to... I don't think you guys have this, but I was painting up one of the scenery boards yesterday. This is a quick side note. And is it New England?
Spoiler alert, the show is full of them.
Yeah. And and I decided to go for I didn't know what, on like an old school, like medieval house kind of thing, they've got like the wooden frame and then they've got that kind of like plaster or like, I don't know what the material is on do you know what I mean? So I decided to...
before it was drywall.
Drywall, yeah. I decided to spray that red, like New England house, like, because you guys have them, they're big red barns in Canada.
Yeah, we have lots of barns, sure.
But you have red ones.
Sure, you have many colors, yep. Mm-hmm.
Wait, well, never mind. I just saw it.
No, I don't mean
it seemed quite Canadian, is what I was thinking.
You totally understand all cultures really well. I don't want to derail you from this.
I googled it. I was like, "This is from New England style." Like, barn.
No one else has red barns. I do love fine. You. I do.
Yeah, Wattle and Daub. Apparently, it's called Wattle and Daub. Did you know? Yeah.
I did not. Thanks to Twitch chat. They always got our back for insanely obscure things. We have a Twitch fan, I'm sure, that's built one. He wanted the old school house and went back and cut the timbers himself and the clay and everything else. Yep. Those are the people I know.
Apparently, if we want a history lesson, red was common because iron oxide paint was cheap. There we go. Yeah. So Ollitown's going to be red, which on a snowboard. I know. I'm fucking with all the rules. Anyway, Jensen Darok. Good point about Judgment. Not able to kill much. He's got an Ardent Blade, which is 3 attacks, hits on a 4, wounds on 3, Ren 1d3 damage. He's got at the end of the combat phase, if you can pick one unit within 1 inch of this model and roll a dice, and add 1 to the roll if that unit has the death keyword. On a 3+, that unit suffers 1 mortal wound.
Ooh. Killing rats. The reason why we're talking about red barns is because this guy is trash.
He is hot trash. And oh wait, have I missed one? Yeah, Quilthis the Exile. This is actually quite an exciting war scroll, Dayton.
Oh, yeah.
Quite an exciting war scroll. So,
just for the title alone.
Well, I mean, for that. Quilthis? Quilthis? Is that how you're saying it? Quilthis? Hey, MJ Pegasus. Quilthis seeks vengeance upon the vampire Rudikar and his Kusagi, who slaughtered her Kanothi kin. Now she lives in exile from a clan. To aid her hunt, she fashioned eldritch bows from the sacred oak of ages past, with which to hunt her quarry. But the important part there is the keyword Sylvaneth. That's right. So a Kanothi in the Sylvaneth, making us think that maybe we're going to get a Sylvaneth battle tome soon. Maybe we'll see Kanothi in the Sylvaneth. Who knows? Have you got any vibes on that?
Centaur ladies.
Centaur ladies, Kanothi ladies, generally. I think that's actually really exciting. I don't know about you, but I think that's exciting.
Yeah, Sylvaneth need everything and anything that you can give them. And even now, they might consider this a 110-point hero. That doesn't do much. Well,
you're never going to take this hero, but it's an indication that we might get a cool hit, or we might get more stuff. Because they could put all of the Wanderer stuff, they could earmark it as Kanothi, and then they can just be like, lol, this is in Sylvaneth now, and just have loads more models in Sylvaneth, which I think could be great.
Yeah, you'd hope so. You really hope so. You don't see them. You just don't see Sylvaneth right now.
Yeah. No, you don't. Not anywhere. No. But she's not Kanothi, no. I know, it says that in the narrative that she's not Kanothi. She's been exiled from the Kanothi. But I don't think that makes her Sylvaneth. Hopefully they're all linked together, is the point. So she is a Kanothi, but not the Kanothi keyword. She's got 5 wounds with a 5-up save, which is not good. But she has got a bow attack, which means she can just stay away. 24 inches, 3 attacks, 3 threes, rend 1 damage. So very similar to Severith, really. And then the Elven Blade, which is 3 attacks, 4s and 4s, no rend 1 damage. And then the cover modifier adds 2 to save rolls for attacks made by missile weapons that target this model. So she's on a 3-up save in cover, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, and she's near a unit. She's on a 2-up.
Yeah, that's true. And then if the unmodified hit roll for an attack made by the Winter's Call is 6, it inflicts a mortal wound, whatever. And she's got a glade keyword. It means that so her glade is Anglerweld? Is that her glade? Yeah. Anglerweld.
They have words that are just on dice and they roll them. That's how they come up with this stuff.
Well, Coral Dawn's is pointing out in the chat. It's just England. Englerland. Oh, yeah. It's just, that's what it is. It's Englerland.
Oh, man. Canadia.
Canadia. So tell me more of these red barns. I'm not telling you more about the red barns. Shut up. Leave me alone.
He's saying this character sucks. That's basically it.
Yeah,
at least she has enough wounds where if the witch hunter's bolt accidentally goes off into her back, it won't kill her. So that's good.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I'm not doing a red barn stream. Fuck off, all of you.
Piss off, Maurice. Go back to killing rats.
I'm just fed up with all you taking a piss now. I was like, it was a bit of a bold decision yesterday. I said to Fish, I was like, I might do it red. And he was like, oh, it's a bold decision. I was like, I know. A bit risky. Maybe everyone will laugh at me. But apparently, you will. So, fucking whatever. Right. Now, Buttrock Corpse
Eater. A lot of
people
paint happy faces on their barns, too.
Happy faces? Do they actually?
Yeah. Just usually the way that the barn is, the 2 big doors and the big one in the middle, 2 big windows. It looks kind of like a face, so then they do happy faces and stuff. And then they also have all their hay bales are covered in plastic to keep the moisture. Like once they get the moisture out of it, they wrap them to keep them dry, and they look like giant marshmallows in the field.
This is so many things I'm learning. Like honestly, every day I'm like, whoo-hoo! Like I remember like last summer, during the lockdown last year, I got out into the countryside, saw a cow, took a picture of it, put it on my Instagram. That's how impressive it was. I was like, oh, 1 cow.
Fire departments that run near a lot of barns and have to deal with them carry shotguns on their trucks.
Why?
Thank you. Well, if you have a burning hay bale, you have a lot of mice, and what those mice like to do when they catch fire is run. So they spread the fire. So you put 2 guys on with shotguns to shoot the flaming mice before they get to other hay bales.
Oh my god! You got it. Like Who's the leader of like the firemen? Is it a captain?
Chief.
A chief. Surely the fucking chief is just like, the chief's like, right lads, who wants on shotgun duty? And it's just everyone jumping like a child, handing like, who wants to shoot the flaming mice out the sky? Yeah, okay.
Who's had 2 hours of sleep before they responded to a call? Here, let's give him the shotgun.
Thank you to Educational Stream Now for donating £1.99 to the show. Very much appreciated.
You're gonna learn some things. Have a seat.
That's amazing. Okay.
One day I'll release the information about these spoons, but it will be not today.
I wonder who does more damage: a firefighter on 2 hours sleep shooting at rats with a shotgun, or Jensen Dardock with his judgment crossbow. Right.
Shotgun.
Okay. Yeah, shotgun for sure.
You can get more than one mouse with that.
Agreed. Right, so Buttrog...
here we go.
Brutog. Brutog, yeah. There's a lot of consternation about this, and thank you to, I think it was Cold Shoulder in the chat. And one and the same, since can Dayton join on the Tuesday show at some point, the adjacency would be intense. Yeah, probably would get...
Oh yeah, get me the Val and the Falcon. That'd be too much.
Too much. Right, yeah, so why doesn't the ogre fella have the More Tribes keyword, I think? Well, I mean, it's obvious he doesn't have a gut plate. Like, he's not part of them, right?
Right. And also, too, you can't have 3 Canadians in on one Twitch stream. It causes an explosion and you're covered in maple syrup.
Yeah, that's true. Right, let me read his narrative out. So, a Brutog corpse eater. This mercenary ogre prides himself on his ability to eat anything, even the rotting corpses of the undead. He savours the thought of one day devouring Radikar and fights alongside those that dare challenge the wolf's dominance over Ulfen Khan.
So he's the janitor. He's the janitor of the group. That's good.
A mercenary ogre. Not a janitor.
He goes around and cleans up all the corpses. He's the janitor.
Yeah. But he's also an order ogre, which gives us some idea that, like, what if there were more ogre units just spread across the... Because there used to be chaos ogres, didn't there?
Yep.
So I'd like to see some undead ogres and, of course, some order ogres. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, team up the witch hunter and he'll be malnourished.
He will be. Right, so 7 wounds with a 4-up save, which is quite beefy. And then has he got all of these weapons? Marrow Masher, Gut Gorger, and Gulping Bite. He's armed with Marrow Masher. Okay, he does. So he's got 3 attacks, 3 3s, rend 1 2 damage. So, like, pretty good for an ogre. And then 1 attack, 3 3s, rend 2 d3 damage. And then Gulping Bite is just his regular. And then Devour the enemies. At the end of the combat phase, if an enemy models was slain by wounds inflicted by these models attacking that phase, heal d3 wounds. If any of the same models had the death word, you can heal d6 wounds. Woohoo! And then he's also in the Ulfen Khan keyword. So he's not terrible. Is he like 100 points?
No, he's clearly not a Slanesh ogre. Like, he has damage too, so that's good.
He's very good. Yeah. Empire had ogres, no big deal. Yeah, I would like to see them... Because one of the things I think is interesting here is the racial keyword, so ogre. And I would quite like to see... Because obviously at some point we're getting Chaos Dwarf data. We can't ignore that. That Dwarden keyword with Chaos before it. We're all waiting, excited. Yeah, fucking air guitaring our way to it. It's going to be so... I'm super
In the
hyped.
same way that your dog went to the farm with the red barn.
No, 100% that we're going to see some Chaos Dwarves, right? And when we do, I like seeing those different keywords, and it makes it quite exciting, right? Because some of the Chaos Warcry warband stuff, like, they're clearly elves who were in Chaos. Like the Splintered Fang, there's some elves in there.
Dwarves.
Yeah, Chaos Dwarves.
Yeah, there's dwarves in all of those. But that's how you'll get them. You'll get a sprinkling of little dwarves in sideline games that you don't play in real Age of Sigmar.
How dare you? Right, okay. So he's also got the Ulfen Khan keyword. And then Dagnai Holdenstock. Teetering on the brink of bankruptcy, Dagnai Holdenstock has come to Ulfen Khan in search of treasure to pay off his escalating debts. In battle, he wields a harpoon gun that can skewer the largest of foes and stop them from escaping, and a weighty belaying axe. So he's got a harpoon gun at 16-inch range. hits on 4, wounds on 3, rend 2, d3 damage. He's Kharadron Overlord, so you can put him in a KO army, which is super cool.
He should drop the heavy axe. Clearly, it's really screwing up as to hits. You know what? Pick up that wiffle bat, bud. You're hitting on 4s.
But to be fair, he's also only got one eye, so that's fucking with his depth perception a lot.
Oh yeah, totally. What are they killing? What city are they coming into and cleansing the undead?
What, with his one attack? They're just doing it
inches,
slowly.
So maybe he can keep out of the range. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a different like time scale, really. Like they're just doing it over time. Like then it's not quite a battle like the regular game. So he's got gold-plated reputation. This model is including the Kharadron Overlord's army. He starts with 2 shares of Aether Gold, which is fun. But he does have quite a good ability, Reel Him In. If an attack made with this model's harpoon gun scores a hit on a monster, that monster is not slain. On a 4+, the monster is skewered, and until the start of the next shooting phase, while that monster is skewered, each time it makes a move, it must finish that move at least as close to this model as it was at the start. And that's actually really worth putting into a KO army, I think.
Yeah, Archeon. Pull an Archeon where you need him.
Yeah, like that's actually some really great tech that KO have now got access to, and they can just move models around the board where they're not expecting. I mean,
unfortunately, there's nothing that's going to be in between him and whatever he pulls.
Certain disaster.
Yeah. Unless they do the Fire Slayers allies.
I mean, the fact that that's something that's an option, I think, at least, is nice to put into the army. And and I like that the Warscroll gives you something option, so I'm a fan of that.
But does he have to hit?
If an attack made with one harpoon gun scores a hit, so it's a 4+.
Pardon me.
Give me reroll 1s.
Must be the side effect of getting a shot in the arm.
Oh, did you get a shot?
Yeah, I got a shot.
When, yesterday?
No, Wednesday. Okay. They opened it up for Aboriginals, so I jumped on board.
Because you're in that territory.
Yeah. I am native. I got a stats card.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, okay, so I like Dagnai Holdenstock. I think he's a nice little inclusion in the KO force if you want to put him in.
There's a little bit of Jack in there. There's some new mechanics that we haven't really seen before, and you could pull... Yeah, I'm just thinking Archeon, right? That's it. What's barreling down you and you want to pull in a different direction? It's that man.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want... I mean, there's lots of things with the monster keyword, but it's 16 inches, so he's within 16 inches. So
yeah.
That's a bit of an issue.
You need something in the way. That's why I was just thinking, like maybe like a big group of Hearthguard Berserkers or something allied him.
But he's also got the KO words, so you can also put him into Tempest Eye.
Yeah, but what in Tempest Eye is gonna? Okay, yeah.
So that's quite good, and then he can have +1 to hit from. I think you can get +1 to hit from the Luminarch. I got to double check that.
Well, he has 2 gold, so he can reroll. I mean, that's when you're going to use your Ether Gold to reroll that hit.
But I think maybe you could do something fun with it. I don't know.
Which you're going to declare before you roll your dice, you sneaky KO players.
You don't have to. You don't have to. In fact, you don't even have to. Apparently, if you play against a Seraphon with a bound end of spell, you can move them as long as you own a Seraphon army based on rules as written. Let's go all the way fucking in, Dayton. Let's do it.
It'll get cleaned up in the FAQ. Don't worry.
Right, so Hurricane and Tempest Eye, Mark Strike. Yeah, exactly. So Cleona, okay, here we go. Zeitengale, nailed it, has got 5 wounds with a 6-up save and move 5 inches. And Cleona is a doomsayer from the Cult of the Comet. Cleona Zeitengale's dire warnings fell on deaf ears before Radikar seized power. Now she has determined that action speaks louder than words and seeks to slay the vampires by bringing Sigmar's wrath down upon them. What keywords does she have? Order, human, City Sigmar, Orphan Khan, priest, Cleona Zeitengale. Okay. So she's a priest, which is cool. It would be quite fun to see more. I'm really looking forward to Cities of Sigmar stuff in the future. This stuff seems really cool. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes, I would like to see more cities. And we've been getting them with Broken Realms. Cities is a great book. Dude, if you want to jump in Age of Sigmar and have options, Cities is the best.
I just think one of the things I would really, really, really like to see is this kind of like Cult of Comet. You know when It reminds me of Game of Thrones when like Dany goes to like overseas and she goes like there's like the cult of the harpy and there's like this like kind of whole like vibe to it. Like I would like to see some like weird cultural stuff that's developed in these different like city states and see the designers explore that narratively and model wise. I think that'd be really fun.
Let's have a chat, Rob.
Yeah, go for
That's
it.
the second Game of Thrones reference you made this
I've
episode.
been watching a lot of YouTube clips of Game of Thrones stuff. I've told you.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know he just signed a deal with HBO, so the books aren't getting done.
I know. I read all the books before the show even came out, and I'm
I
really
know,
upset.
I did too.
I'm upset about the end, and it's still, but like you can't get over some of the performances. Like the Hound's performance was excellent. Like let's be honest, and some of the scenes, Varys talking to Tyrion is some of the greatest kind of like, or even Littlefinger. He's like such an evil fuck. It's so cool. It's
Evil but lovable.
Yeah, I know.
Who doesn't want to be that twisted white man with power?
Oh, Littlefinger. No one wants to be Littlefinger. Yeah. All I want to be is north of the wall.
I was on board. I was on board with Jaime Lannister. I loved his redemption story that was coming around that they just decided to walk off a plank.
He did. Right, okay. Right, so let's talk about Cleona. So she's got 5 wounds with a 6-up save, so she's going to die. Very easy. But she has got a 8-inch shooting attack, which is the Heaven's Bolt stilettos. So I imagine those are the like daggers that she throws, maybe. 1 attack, hits on a 4, wounds on 3, rend 2, damage 1. And then she's got a thrice blessed mace. 1 attack, 4 3s, rend 1 d3 damage. Okay, so she's rubbish. In your hero phase, this model can chant one of the following prayers. If it does so, pick one of the prayers and then make a prayer roll on a 1 to 3, whatever. So she can do 2 spells. Invigorating Touch, pick 1 friendly model within 3 inches of the model, can heal up to d6 wounds. That's great that she can put that in. You can put her in a Cities of Sigmar army.
Yeah, you can heal the Celestin or whatever, the Huracanum.
You can
the one
heal
that's
the
taking damage
Huracanum.
to
That works
itself,
really
right?
well in Halahar. Yeah, fuck yeah. Or that's another, like if you're playing Living Cities, that's another way to double d6 heal up a model in Living City because there's a spell law for that as well.
But
oh my
prayers.
god. What? I know, but like fucking roll a dice, live with it. But then also, what about a Frostheart Phoenix healing d6 wounds? Oh yeah, that's nice. Heal up, yeah. Wait, you've played against a Phoenix, haven't you, before, Dayton?
Oh, Owen is in the chat. Yes, they're fantastic. I love them when they get more wounds and they're -3 to wound already. They're fantastic. They make for a really good gaming experience, and I can't wait for a rematch.
What if they heal d6 as well?
Yep, that's fantastic. Let's do it. Let's get that rematch right now. I got a list for you.
Oh wait, can she get with Gotrek? She 100% can get with Gotrek. Heal Gotrek d6 wounds, 100%. Because it's just one friendly model. Stardrake, loads of awesome shit. Cities of Sigmar, like I don't think you can ally her into Lumineth, but Light of Altharion, I don't think you can ally her in.
It's a 50% chance you're getting it though. So
just take 2.
You can't. She's key. She's named.
Oh, she's a named character. That's true. Hey, folks, hope you're well. You could play her in the new Lumineth Realm Lord city. Thanks, Hams fan. There we go. Now we're all having fun. Loads of fun, apparently.
We're not talking about Barnes, so clearly she has something going for her.
So she's actually really, really good. And then she's got Cometary Blast. Pick a point on the battlefield within 18 inches of this model. Roll a dice for each unit within 3 inches out. On a 4 to 5, it suffers mortal wound. On a 6, it suffers D3 mortal wound. So, like, she's fine. For 100 points, she's a maybe cheeky throw into an army list, I'd say.
Yeah, she has healing that you normally can't really get with armies. So, yeah. And then, for doing that prayer roar, you're going to be aggressively calling out your dice rolls with a false sense of confidence.
Yeah, agreed. Right, so next up, you've got Glario Van Alton III, who is Glario is the last of his line, still living, and is determined to bring vengeance upon those who betrayed his family. Oh my god, is this real? Is this the Princess Bride?
Basically, and he's also just robbed right from the captain of Black Fortress.
It looks perfect. He's an accomplished duelist in his arm with 2 heirlooms of the Van Alton line, Rapier Geistsever and the pistol Noblesse. Nobles? Nobles.
It's he's rapey nobblers. That's what he's got for weapons.
He's got 5 wounds with 4 up save, so that's nice. His pistol, the Noblesse or Noblesse, is 9-inch range.
It's cat.
Is 9-inch range. 1 attack, hits on 3, wins on 3, rend 1, damage 1. It's quite disappointing for how fun he and that is for it to be so woeful.
It's a pistol. I mean,
yeah, but it's like, come on. Okay, yeah, it's true. Yeah, and then the Geit Sever, which is his rapier, is 3 attacks, 3 from 1d3 damage. If an attack made with Noblesse scores a hit, I don't think Noblesse is how you say this, on a target within 3 inches of the attacking model, that attack afflicts a mortal wound on the target, and the sequence ends. And his unrivaled duelist ability, subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks made by melee weapons target's model. In addition, if the unmodified hit roll for an attack made by the melee weapon that targets this model is a 1, the attacking unit suffers 1 mortal wound after all of its attacks have been resolved. He parries, but only for 1 mortal wound.
Yep.
Okay. And he's Order, Cities of Sigmar. Okay, so you can put him in Cities list, but he sucks.
You won't.
So.
He looks cool. You're not going to use him.
It's a pistol, expect disappointment, but our Talons, deadly.
And you can get him for $50 on eBay.
This guy?
Yeah.
He looks really great. Yeah, he looks really good.
Speaking of looking really great, next guy.
You like this guy, Octrin Glimskry?
Oh, yeah. He looks badass.
5 wounds with 6 up save, and he moves 5 inches.
The Shadow Lore mage we all want.
Order Human, Cities of Sigmar, Hero Wizard, Octrin Glimskry. He is the sinister scholar, is said to teeter on the threshold of life and undeath. Oh, he's like from that film with Vin Diesel. Long has he delved into the mysteries of the Shishian Realmstone's gravesand. Now he hunts his former colleague, Torgilius, who has stolen his research and fled to Ulfenkran. Okay. Yeah, have you not seen that film?
Are you talking about Pitch Black?
No, the one after Pitch Black, the sequel. There was a trip. There's 3
where he
Pitch
goes to the
Blacks.
city. Yeah.
What's that? The Chronicles of Riddick. So there's Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick, and then there's Pitch Black 2.
Pitch Black was awesome.
So good.
That was
Chronicles of Riddick was good as well. I'm just going to say it. Like, not great, but good.
And the video game actually was really good too. If you want
of Chronicles of Riddick?
Path. Yeah.
I didn't know what yeah. Pitch Perfect. Anyway, yeah, like because that was good. What was the guy? The High Lord Commander. He was like the living undead or something in Chronicles of Riddick. It was really cool. There was an animated prequel to Pitch Black. I did not know that.
Oh man, that's it. Next show.
We're
going down a dark hole.
We are watching that. Right, okay, so Octrin Glimskry is got Hexbrand, that's his weapon, which we don't need to talk about.
No.
And then he's got 6 up DPR. He's got 6 up DPR. Okay, we'll just go to spell. He has a casting value of 6. Pick 1 enemy unit within 18 inches of the caster that suffers D3 mortal wounds. In addition, for the rest of the battle, that unit is affected by Octrin's Hex. Subtract 1 inch from the move characteristics of units affected by Octrin's Hex. Oh, sad face. Not that good.
Yeah.
But you
anything
can
about a -1.
You are?
Like if it was -2. If it was -2, you would consider.
You would consider. Consider.
It's for the rest of the game. That kinda. It's neat.
But why does no one play Shackles anymore? I guess because everyone just fucking teleports, so you don't need Shackles.
I love my Shackles.
Yeah. No phraseology to say that doesn't stack. Agreed, Owen. So you could cast it more than once, and you could keep going -1, -1, -1. But you are already within 18 inches, so there's a bit of a problem there. But you can stick it through a spell portal, I guess, if you really fancied that, and make unit -1 to move.
Against Iron Jaws or something like that, and with Fire Slayers. What else sucks at moving?
Not sure.
You're taking out 25%. You're taking out 25% of the movement. That's decent. But I mean,
So
Iron Jaws.
So that's all the hero Warscrolls, right? And they're all pretty rubbish. Apart from Cleona Zeitingale, big fan, because of the.
If they were like 80 points or like 60 points, you consider.
Oh, they're only like they're only like 100, 110, aren't they?
Yeah, but that's a Hag Queen. I can
Yeah, I know,
get
but
better heroes for 100 points.
yeah, the Hag Queen being like, yeah, well, whatever.
She can
Yeah,
only
you're
do
right.
one prayer, so.
Yeah, she can only do one prayer. The fucking coward. I quite like Dagnai Holdenstock, the KO dude as well.
Yeah, there's jank.
Yeah, you can do some
There's some
fun
stuff
stuff.
there.
So, how do you feel, Twitch chat and also you, Dayton? How do you feel about all of
Red Barns.
all of the chaos, not the chaos, all of the dead dudes being something? So the characters you take in one block for 680 points.
Oh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, there's going to be just crap in there, and now you have to take it. Instead of just sniping out the one character you want, you got to take it all.
Yeah, you gotta take it all
There's
in
my
one brick.
Vargolf, though. That's
What
my.
you think it's janky?
What?
What you think it's janky or rubbish? Like, I didn't know what you feel.
I think it's rubbish because, like I'm saying, if there was a character in this that was actually had some play, you'd like to just be able to take that one character, and you know that it's gonna be bogged down in crap.
Yeah,
from all the others.
The chat also not liking it, and K-Dread also loves Red Barns. So there's a lot going on in the chat right now. Yeah, a lot going on in the chat.
What about Chronicles of Riddick? What about
so
Game of Thrones?
So Owen says there's zero support tech or force multiplication here in the scrolls. So like this is a good example, if you guys haven't gone and watched it, of me talk of the Sin and Bin show, where it's clearly written by the Bin guy who doesn't really understand what you would look for from a character, or what you would want from a character. But again, I think it's quite good that the Cursed City stuff isn't good, because like it was locked away in quite an expensive box. So personally, I'm kind of happy they're crap. I don't know, like what would you prefer, that they were really good, or like?
Yeah,
because by the way, those are obviously the only two options you're allowed: really good or rubbish. Yeah, sorry.
Well, it's all really good because it's GW, and we want to make sure that we don't insult that. But I think what it is really good for is people that want to play Cursed City for the actual game might have a chance to get a copy, as opposed to people trying to snipe those boxes to get multiple units.
Yeah. I was really hoping Cursed City would give us some new heroes to explore in multiple AOS armies they're models for, but it's such a waste of potential, says Squawk and Walker, which I think is a really fair point. It's more expensive than Techless. Is this rabble as good as him? Absolutely not. Why make it harder for people to make a well-themed army? Nope, gotta have zombie Russians and random skeleton captain and everything lumped together. That's true. But the credibility is good on this guy. Yeah, so Radikar, 7 wounds with a 4-up save. It's already
Looks
not
awesome.
a great...
He's an ogre vampire. He looks so good.
He looks great. And he's okay in a fight. 4 attacks, 3 threes, round 1, D3 damage. And he's got, at the end of the combat phase, from the hunger, if any models are slain by wounds inflicted by this model's attacks in that phase, you can heal a wound. So he's healing a wound a turn if he's in a fight. And he's movement 5, though, so probably not going to get in a fight super easy. But thankfully,
have you had a pelt draped over your shoulders before? It's really awkward. Like, it's
pelt?
always slipping. Yeah, like it's tough. It's tough to walk around and do things when you have an animal draped over your shoulder.
Never before in my life have I ever thrown a pelt over my shoulders. So
I got a lot of hunting friends, so I guess.
So they drape you in pelts afterwards? Is this what happens?
They have like pelts of their animals that they've killed.
Dayton.
All around the house.
Dayton, I don't think you're allowed to say yes or no to this, so I'm going to ask the question, and if you just want to move on, that's fine. Once you guys have attended a barn fire and shot all of the rats, do you spend time crafting a pelt out of all of the flayed rats?
Yes, and then we go to the college and sell them to all the basic girls, basic white girls.
Tell them
it's the new trend.
You sell singed rat skins that you've shot with a shotgun and sewed together to basic girls at a local college.
Yes.
Wow.
We go to the Starbucks on campus and
and in exchange for putting pelts on him, they give him a spoon for his collection. The legend of Dayton continues.
We're not getting to the real reason those spoons are there yet.
Okay.
It'll be like when Saving Private Ryan. I gotta wait until the chat is really broken down and no one's on the same path, and then I'll reveal the history of the spoons to get everyone on board and focused on the mission.
He's an entrepreneur. Someone said, shit, I thought they were guitars.
I'm never going to use backdrops again. I don't need to. The spoons are perfect.
They're perfect. Right, so heals a wound, supernatural strength. If the unmodified wound roll for an attack by this model is a 6, inflicts a mortal wound. Roll a dice. Is it? Have you read through all these? Are they worth reading through?
I've read him, and that was it.
Okay, so he's got a command ability, which I like. By the way, he's also a wizard, can cast a spell. He's got Deathly Invocation, which is quite good in an army, but don't forget you've got to take him as all of them, so 680 points, which is, at the start of your hero phase, you pick up to 3 different summonable units you can heal D3, like normal sort of Invocation. He also has got a 4-up DPR, but the first time you roll a 1 on the DPR, the ability is then lost, so that's his Grave Sand Phylactery.
His magic spell is actually really good.
No, his command ability, you mean? The Call to Hunt.
Or command ability, yeah.
Yeah. It uses command ability at the start of the combat phase. If you do so, you pick one friendly model with his command ability that made a charge move in the same turn. You add 1 to the attack characteristic. For you, it's holding within 18 inches, which is really good. I put
an effect for that. Yep.
Yeah. A unit cannot benefit from this command ability more than once, but it's nice.
Terrorgeist? Get extra attack on Terrorgeist? Yeah, that's awesome.
But you have to take him with the other 680 points worth of dudes.
Right. You can take another Terrorgeist.
Yeah. You just do that instead. Deeb Full Wood says, I definitely said that wrong, that he has an inbuilt glowy what's-it. That's what his ability is, which lets you know that it was the bin guy that wrote all of these Warscrolls. But the good news is maybe he was busy writing the Warscrolls for this and instead didn't write the Gravelord's book. That's the hope. But it looks like...
Yeah, distract him with the side projects.
What? Should I... oh no, we're going to release this new game. Why don't you write all the rules for it? Oh, that's going to take you ages.
You know what? You're going to be so spent from that. Why don't you just take a month off too?
Because it's been a tough year. So look, and we're making loads of money. You crack on. Where meanwhile the other guy's like,
I mean, you're not making money, but we are.
Yeah, we are. Well, meanwhile the other guy's just like drinking so much fucking coffee, and he's like, in addition, destroy a piece of terrain. Yeah, I've written 18 books. I'm a genius.
And let's go.
Let's go. Right. So Torgillus the Chamberlain is the next model. 6 wounds with a 6-up save, moves 5 inches. The Dark Magician has earned himself a place in Radika's court, thanks to his mastery of grave sand and its uses. When called into battle, Torgillus can unleash devastating sorcery that leaves any survivors drained of all strength. Let's go straight to his spell and see if that's true. Necrotizing Bolt. Casting value of a 6, picking a unit within 18 inches, they suffer D3 mortal wounds. In addition, subtract 1 from the hit rolls for attacks made by that unit till the start of next hero phase. Torgillus can unleash devastating sorcery that leaves any survivors drained of all strength.
Do you know what's significant about Gravesand?
Tell me.
Ooh, I will. That carries the memories of the person fallen.
Oh, nice.
If you go to the end of the realm of shadow, it's just a desert. And every grain of sand is a fraction of someone's soul. And if you collect all the grains of sand, you can bring back the person.
That's cool.
I read it. There's a story about an elf, like an elf lord, who's trying to bring his lady back. So he has an hourglass and he's searching the ends of the shadow realm to collect her soul.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's
actually some really cool narrative in AOS now.
I think it's been there for a while, but yeah, I agree. And I think actually the Realm of Death is probably one of the places where that's quite common, but more on the Broken Realm story later. But not today. He's also got a Gravesand Phylactery. I'm definitely saying that wrong, but I'm saying it anyway, which is a 4-up DPR.
Fine at Nathan's place. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Which is a 4-up DPR save until he rolls a 1, then it goes away. And then at the start of hero phase, if this model's within 3 inches of Radikar on a 4+, you receive an extra command point, which is worth 50 points. So that's nice. And then you got Watch Captain Halgrim and Gorzlav the Gravekeeper. Watch Captain.
We all saw the Gravekeeper before. I think
we have seen the Gravekeeper before. Halgrim he's got a command ability at the start of your movement phase. If you do so, pick up 3 friendly skeleton units holding within 18 inches of this model, and at the end of that phase, if you declare any of those models will run, do not make a run, instead add 4 inches of the move characteristic of the model. So it's worse than using the regular.
So it's a command ability.
That's worse.
I guess
you are picking 3 models.
Yes. I guess. I don't know. Oh, it's good. It's real good.
It's not good at all. This is poopy poop poop poop, is what I'd say. Thanks to Gus the Hut for raiding us with 3 people. What up, Gus the Hut? He is a streamer who seems very lovely, and if you ever want to go and watch him paint and generally say things, you should, because he seems like a treasure. Thanks
we're not
joining.
painting anything. Sorry, people that raided us.
You know, whenever we raid anyone, everyone's like, do that. There's like an exclamation mark thing that they do, and they do like a shout out. We've never had that. I don't know what that does. We're not getting it. I just like to know. Anyway, so he's rubbish. Captain. Okay, fine. Then Gore's like, go on. What are you saying?
I said move along. He sucks.
Right. Okay. Gorslav the Gravekeeper. He's got a command ability which is, he's got Keeper of the Corpse Gardens. Roll a dice each before you allocate a wound or a mortal wound on this model. If it's within 3 inches of any friendly zombie units on a 4+, it takes it to those instead. So he's got like a 4-up DPR, which is quite nice. On his 7 wounds. That's
actually pretty good because you're gonna have 60 zombies. They're so cheap.
Yeah. Shovel Knight. This is what we're calling him. This is good. And he's also a Dead Walker, and he's also a zombie. You can use command ability at the end of your movement phase. If you do so, pick one friendly summonable zombie unit that has been destroyed. A new replacement unit with half the models of the unit that was destroyed is added to your army. What the
30
fuck?
zombies.
Set up that
60,
unit.
30.
Set up that unit holding within 9 inches.
Run for their money.
Huh?
Give Pinks a run for their money.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So set him up with wholly within 9 inches of a friendly model with his command ability. So that's fun. So arise. So he can just like bring 30 zombies back. His command ability at the end of your movement phase. If you do so, is it once per battle? No. So if you took 180 zombies, then I could turn them into 3 lots of.
And you can put them into enemies because it just has to be in 9 inches of him. It doesn't say you got to keep it. Oh wait, no.
No, it does say you got to keep
more
it
than 9 inches.
Yeah,
okay, damn it.
Yeah. 60, 30, 15, 8. 4, 2? Yeah, he's a Loon Shrine. He is a Loon Shrine. That's great. Yeah, he's still part of the 680 point package. I get that. Like, if you could have him on his own, that'd be great. But you can't, so fucking womp womp. And then so next up you've got Kusagi Night Guard. The Kusagi ogres have served Radikar for centuries, first in life and now in death. Raised from the grave with foul necrotic sorcery. In battle, they scatter all foes before them. Carving great bloody swaths into the enemy with each swing of their bardiches, which are 2-inch range. They've got 4 wounds each. There's 2 of them, right? 4 wounds each with a 5-up save, and their weapon is 2-inch range, 2 attacks, 3 spread or 2 damage. Roll time, and they've got a 5-up DPR, which is nice.
Yep.
And then, which is Deathly Vigor. Ooh, maybe we'll see Deathly Vigor turn into a 5-up in the future. And then they get to add 1 to their attacks characteristic if they're within 12 inches of Radikar. Oh dear, careful.
They're ogre Mongolians. They look cool.
Dead ogre Mongolians with less output than a Leadbelcher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're here for the narrative now. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true. And then you got Vrykos.
I love.
What, Vrykos the Bloodborne?
Yeah, I love all this vampire. This whole long hair dancing around with big ass swords. They're so cool.
So this has got the Soulblight Grave. It hasn't got Soulblight Gravelord, and we've talked like this. This has done the rounds on Twitter. Obviously, maybe we're going to see some proper updates for like the keywords for this stuff, or maybe they'll just maybe they'll go into a new battle tome and they'll get different abilities. Roll dice each time. So they've got 5-up DPR. You can add 1 to the wound rolls for attacks made by this unit that has 1 or more wounds allocated to it, and they've got 3 wounds apiece with a 6-up save. 3 attacks each. 3 3s rend 1 d3 damage. It's quite nice. It's pretty good, right?
6-up save is gonna still.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Anything that looks at him is gonna ace him. 8-inch move is nice.
Yeah. Vampire Zine kids. That's definitely what they are. And also, then you've got, we've only got 2 things left to look at, which is Vargiskaya. Unable to control the feral aspects of the curse that surges through their blood, Vargiskaya are towering, distended creatures. On the hunt, they stalk their prey before descending upon them in a frenzy of slashing claws. 8 wounds each with a 5-up save.
Same as the Vargolf.
Yeah,
which
so they're
is
new Vargolf.
What they really reinvented that name. That's amazing.
What, Vargskaya? It's cooler than Vargolf. I'm going to smash you with my Vargskaya.
No, Vargolf.
Oh, you prefer Vargolf?
I prefer Vargolf.
Okay, Twitch
Smash
chat.
bet. It's a smash
Hams
bet.
fan, thanks for the subscriptions earlier. Big love to you. Talons, 2-inch range, 4 attacks, 3 threes, rend 1/2 damage.
Yeah,
Not bad.
same.
Yeah. So
Same
is
as
it the
Vargolf.
same? Is it just the same as a Vargolf? And then Gape
Yep.
more, 1 attack, 3s, 2s, 2 damage. Okay. 5 up DPR on top of them from the gnarled hide. And then they've got bound and leaps. You can attempt to charge with this model if it's within 18 inches of the enemy instead of 12 and roll 3d6. That's new, right? That's different.
Yeah. So he loses the attacking based on the amount of models that are near him bonus, and rerolling hits for someone casting a spell. So that's what they took away from him.
And
so
then
they may have worse.
They also made you -1 bravery. Someone made a really good point about this, but they were talking about 40k models recently. Like, if you're a human and like an undead bat monster was coming at you, is it really only -1 bravery? That feels not right.
I feel the amount of PTSD that is within 40k would just, I think these people just keep going forward.
Do you think that's true also in the Mortal Realms?
Yeah, I think their everyday is not comparable to our everyday.
And then, and then zombies. So the zombies are just regular zombies, pretty much. They haven't had anything changed to them. They're still movement 4. At the end of the combat phase, roll dice for each model that is slain. For each roll of a 6, you add a zombie to this unit, which is the newly dead, which is cool. And then they've got dragged down and torn apart. You can add 1 to the hit wound rolls for a unit. If it has 20 or more models, if it has 40 or more models, you add 2. So they're hitting on 3s, which is pretty significant.
You're getting 60 for 360 points or something, right?
Yeah. It's 180 attacks hitting on 3s, but wound on 5s. And you can add 1 to the hit rolls for this unit while it's within 9 inches of any corpse carts. So actually... Oh, no, it's a hit and wound roll, sorry. Wow. So it's actually... So if I have 60 of them and a corpse cart, then I have... is it 1 attack each? Yeah, because I don't get any extra attacks. But I can take a necromancer, can't I? So I can add tax onto this unit. But like, just from the regular 60 dudes that are hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
With 2 attacks each, because you're spending the command point to give them an additional attack.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then, you can make them pile an attack again with the necromancer.
That's Macabre, or whatever.
But they have no save. Yeah, that's pretty brilliant.
Doesn't matter. And then you're bringing back the 30 of them with the grave guy.
Yeah, not the ever. I mean, 680 points, a corpse cart, and then as many zombies as you can
60.
get. Yeah. It's like, not bad, is it? I suppose you got no real output. Just like swamp. It's probably shit. Anyway, Skeleton Warriors, they move 4 inches. They've got a 6-up save. They get +1 from their shield. You take the spear every time because it's 2-inch range because you can take massive hordes of them.
Are these going to be on 32s or 25s?
25.
Or 28s.
Oh, no, they've announced it. Someone asked already, and I think they're on 25s. Not on 28s. And then add 1 to the attacks characteristics of these units, melee weapons if it has 20 or more models, and 2 if it has 30 or more models. So you end up with 30 attacks, hitting on 5s, and you can add 1 to hit rolls if they're near it. So they can be hitting on 4s, basically. 4s and 4s with with 3 attacks each. So you can have tons. So yeah. Pretty good.
I would take all this death over the list that the listeners gave me for the honest wargaming, honest ass kicking.
All right. Well, I mean, the takeaway is that they're not great, but there's some interesting things in there, and I think it'll be fun to see Skeleton Warriors and also zombies in the future and how good they get.
Listen, Rob, we learned some things today. Shooting Flaming Mice, the amazing series that are out there to watch and reference. It was a fantastic show. And I'm sorry I can only do these bi-weekly now because of work.
We love having you on. Can we all give a round of applause to Dayton, please, in the chat? Can I thank all of you for tuning in today? Don't forget to join me and Owen tomorrow for the Age of Sigmar Stat Center. It's going to be super fun, and also the Age of Sigmar show. I'm going to run off now. I want to thank everyone on Patreon podcast, all you guys.
Great guy,
You're
great
all great.
spoons.
Yeah, great spoons. You guys are brilliant. I'm not doing a raid because we haven't got time. Dayton, love you loads.
Yep, there's.
Bye-bye.